Hi friends, welcome back to Bluebird Legacy. Kim here. I'm coming back on to show you February's design team project, and I wanted to show you how I'm going to bind this journal that I'm using Jovi's Flowers in France. And so I have the journal bound completely, okay? But what I'm going to do, I'm using my painted papers. This is going to be the cover for the journal. So I painted this a long time ago and I cut it down. So what I wanted to show you was this binding. I like it because it hides the binding. It's sort of like a hidden one. Maybe you've seen it, but I'm going to do it today. Real simple. So with this, it's a piece of fabric. It's actually just an older piece of fabric. I'm just trying to line up where I put my dots and use the crocodile, make a hole, simple hole there, so I can get it right where I measured it. I just did that for this ease of the video. And here. Okay. So I just took a piece of fabric, any fabric, old fabric will do. And what I will do with this, I used a little longer, and we'll go through it once I put it down. My sleeves back. So I'm going to go back through with this, and it should go back through fairly easy. Well, being on a video, I don't know about that. But yeah, simple. I'll just get the needle. I keep all my thread and needle stuff together in this little, actually it was a candle that burned out, and I cleaned it and then put my stuff in there because it's a tin. So with this, we'll just put that through there. And then I kept it longer. When I did my binding, it's just a simple pamphlet stitch, 3 holes back and forth and up through. So what I'll do is I'll take this and go back through the top. And so now I can go through this. Ooh, am I showing you on there? Yeah. So I'm going through the fabric top. And let's see, was that the one I wanted at the top or this one? Yeah, I like this better. So it's below where the book will be. So I'm taking that through the top. And I bound this prior just for the ease of the video to make it go speedily so I can go through the finished journal with you. And then you go through the bottom. I'm just going to go through the bottom because this is going to be a super secure hidden spine. Like you won't see your binding here, because what happens is on this side, as you see this is fabric. Now what you do with this is we're going to mark the center of my book. I'm going to lay that down so they're flat on both sides. And I'm going to tie this off. Fabric is all straight. Now let's look again because I tend to be crooked many times. Okay, yeah, that's too high. You just have to make sure that your book is within, that your actual journal pages are within your journal size that you picked. And we have plenty there. I mean, sometimes it is kind of cool to let it hang out. Like I like the sides to hang over. But, you know, some wonky is good. Then you get to that fact where it's like, hey, that's super wonky and too wonky. So I'm just going to tie it here. Okay. I have one that's hanging. It's going to hang down, and we'll put some beads on here. It's always fun. And I just leave my needle in there until I'm done tying it. And this is waxed thread, so it does stay. Of course, you can do this with embroidery floss, string. You do it with what you have. So then I'm taking the needle out. And it goes back in here so that Kim can find it next time. Okay. So now I've got these two hanging here. That's fine. But what we're going to do is I am going to glue this to my journal cover, okay? Now, that will make this very firm, and then once I have this down very firm, actually I'll show you the journal first because it will be difficult with this glue here. So each side will be glued into this, and this side is not going to be glued. It's not going to have a cover. I put it in here like this. I made a hinge out of the fabric that the backing is on. I glued it in, and I need to get that glued down. We'll use some of this matte medium. A little spreader. Oh, pretty. I'm just putting a little glue in that corner where my hinge was so that it will stay down. A little tiny piece. Because this is the inside, going to be the inside of the journal. I'm not going to completely cover this because I like it like this. I want this to be open. And if someone purchases this or I give it to them, they can have this page open and free to themselves to cover the way they like. I like to leave people freedom to do their own creativity. So, but it will fold out like this, to which you can use this paper that I put here, or just keep it in here like that as a cover for maybe your journaling. So on this side, I have the same paper. It's really, it's good cardstock. This is from Scarlet Lime Studio. It's Christy Tomlinson's shop that she had. I do not know if she does this anymore, but it's called Scarlet Lime. And that's what this paper is by. And I thought it looked good with this journal. So I'm just going to do black and white on this side, and then this will be covered. So the look of this, when you open the journal, this will be covered. I will cut this. This will be glued down. This will be covering it. And it will be black and white. I think we can do this side. Let's go ahead. I'm going to use two glues on this. I'm going to use tacky glue. Okay, I'm going to knock everything over. I'm going to use tacky glue, super thick. What I do when it's this thick is just let it flow. It's about to the end of this bottle. I had thought about leaving this all open, and for the person who has this journal, who uses this journal, that they could put their own paper in here. And then I thought, no, I'm going to finish it. I'm going to finish it off. But I like to leave things kind of like that so that the person who gets it can put their own spin on the journal. And it brings them joy to create. Okay, so that's that glue. I am going to put a little bit of matte medium down. Just get it spread around good. That's the main thing, is you want it to cover every single space, and then you want to press your fabric down super well. This, of course, is where the paper is going to come on into the story. It's all coated really well. Okay, let me just stick this here for now and make sure that we line up. The main key ingredient is getting this fabric spread really well. Sorry about that bouncing. Okay, so there's that. We're going to go with a little more matte medium there. Bring the brush back, spread it out. And you only want it to go, you don't want it to go in here. This is where your spine is. You just want it to go up to there, so that's bending for the glue, because that's where the paper will go up to and cover the fabric. So this just makes a stronger, it makes your, you know, this is, I don't know if this is 90 pound, probably 90 pound mixed media paper that I painted. And so it will just make it that much stronger when we put the cardstock, the fabric in the cardstock. Of course, the matte medium is acrylic, so turn to plastic. And then you're just going to line your paper up with this side of where your journal opens. And that's the key, is generally what I do at this point is I will have something very heavy laying. I will put like an atlas on this. For our purposes, we are going to open this up. This is the inside. We're going to let it dry. Let me put a little more of this tacky glue. That's a little stickier. There we are. All those edges, and then you just trim the paper when it's all dry, which will probably be tomorrow. I mean, I'll leave it for like 12 hours, and then it's nice and dry. This is just one way to do it. I mean, there's as many different people as there are. You can make binding and make a book. Everybody's got their own way of doing something. And I think that's what makes the world more exciting, more interesting. The differences. Okay, I'm just putting a little at the bottoms. Make sure you can see that. Make sure that it's going to stick down. Can't be stingy with the glue. Put that back in there. Okay. Yeah, and I thought about putting this on the front, but I think it's just going to be a painted front, and then whoever this journal belongs to, they can do the decorating. You see, I like to fold it back that way. It presses into it. So, and then of course, this will all be cut off. Of course, you can always fold that over too and do something different with the cover. Be kind of interesting. Okay, so we'll be bound in this painted paper, and this is the Friends Journal for February Friends, and I'm just going to quickly flip through. We have an opening here, Jovi's beautiful digital with the birds, the little lovebirds and roses. I embellished it with lots of lace. It's called Flowers in Paris, and little pockets, painted papers. Here I added what I did with this beautiful, picture of flowers. I added some old fabric that I had to this piece. Now, where it's glued, you can't, I don't believe you could stitch through that. You may be able to. This is totally stitchable, so this can be a stitched, maybe practice your stitches or do some stitching in here. I have journals that I do that in. They're not only paper, but they have fabric, and so that's kind of a flip out in this journal. And I just took that fabric and added lace and put that in like so. Beautiful birdhouse and her roses. Now this was a blank page and I cut this out and put this around. And these are the flowers in Paris. You can go to Jovi's Etsy shop and see that. I'll have the links below. Here is another little notepad, some of my avocado dyed paper in there. And then a tag, I just glued it down on 3 sides and put this cute little tag in there. That's more of Jovi's. There's lots of cutouts in there in the digital kit. Roses, this is her digital kit. A pocket, this is an envelope that I covered with washi tape. And then this is Jovi's digital kit. All the little cutouts you get. More of that. And I fussy cut all these and put these in. Love this page. Beautiful, beautiful. The blues and the orange. And then more of these beautiful. This I added a little bling to. And go in the pockets. Wait, there's more. These are also there. Oh, you'll get lots with the kit. Just kind of stuck that one up there. There's another one there. All these are part of this kit. Made a pocket with that, kind of cut that in half. Doilies painted. This I cut out to put on the back side of the kit because I printed it out on just regular copy paper. And so isn't that bird house gorgeous? And then this is the center. And I hope you can see the lace that she has done there. And then I stitched this on this side. I stitched this down. It was a blank page. So I put some lace over that and I wanted to stitch it. So I put the lace over on this side too. This sweet little bird. So pretty. Painted some lace to add the colors. There's one popping out. There's so many. This is a little bird, and this little bird is getting held up with a paper clip that is a little dragonfly. I thought that was cute together. And then the kit had these blues in it. It had pinks and blues, and so I kind of pulled those out. I put this one on a little stand up. This was a piece that was a part of another of the kit, and so I just put it in there. I thought it looked pretty in there like that, with that little bird and the teacup. Back side of that, more lace and painted papers. Back side of the envelope, roses. This was a really cute little pocket. Made a tag to go in there. Give it a pop of color. More roses. I cut out these from her kit. She's got roses all over. They're beautiful. Of course, I love flowers, and especially these. They were really pretty. That there. And then this was just part of my stash. Some papers I had in it. Pink papers that I thought looked pretty together. And then very pretty. This we get to glue down. I couldn't decide if this page should just have this at the top or that. I think we'll just, it's the palest color of lace. So let's go ahead and add that too. This whole journal has like a lacy feel to it. There's one little piece I had, and I thought it went well with this journal. Colors in Jovi's kit are so pretty. Blues and pinks. There we go. There you have that page. And then this was around some flowers I got for my birthday, so I added that. This is some stickers Jovi had sent me, and I thought that looked cute there. A little flip out. More painted papers, the blues and the pinks, a little bit of bling. And the sweet little birds with the roses. And then I had some of this trim. And then this one, it did have a paper clip. Here. And then this is the back side. So this will fold out and this will be glued down. But for that is how that journal is going to go. As soon as this is finished drying, then I will trim this off. Or I could fold this over to give it a different look. More graphic. I don't know, I think it's just going to be blues and pinks. I like that. So here, I turned it upside down. All you would do on this side is glue this side down. It kind of stuck there, no big deal. And let's just take this down, and you can put the paper over it. You know, another piece you can put over it or not. I liked this flip out just to give another option to this journal. So I'm going to keep it like that. Hope y'all have a nice evening. Wanted to show you Jovi's digital kit, Flowers in Paris. And this is another one of the guest checks you get. Some roses, you get postcards. Lots to cut out. Lots of fussy cuts. I'm going to put these in a pocket in here. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening.